Hudson?
We are here to remove some lancets in window 1 to be re-leaded to restore them.
How long does that take, and what do you have to do?
It takes us about 3 days total. We're here 3 to 4 days, and we got to set scaffolding up and use our tools to get the windows out, and we number them. Then after we're done, we crate them up and ship them back to the studio.
What do they do there?
They will submerge them in water so they can take the lead off. They'll do printings of them and get layouts so they can re-lead them and get them restored.
Before you said that glass has been up there for a while.
Yes.
What do you figure?
I don't know how old the church is, so I'd say as long as the church has been here.
Okay. Why is this so important to a church?
The stained glass is, of course, in the days before people could read or write, people used stained glass to teach, the various scenes from the gospel or the saints' lives and so on. And it's also part of the environment as well, just that beauty, that idea of the house of God. If you're here on a sunny day, the sun coming through the windows, especially the blues and the reds, it's just stunning, and it makes prayer easier.
This is part of you're not doing everything all at once. Why now?
No, but it's because we've been talking about this for some time. I mean, I've been here about 3.5 years now, and the windows have been here a lot longer than that. And of course, with time, you need to maintain them and do things. Technology has changed too. So a lot of the windows are protected, but the protectors are kind of very old and they don't breathe very well. So with all the heat and humidity, the windows get damaged. So it's something that we really needed to do. So we have a three-point plan. I asked the different companies, can you tell me, what we have to do now, what we ought to do fairly soon, and then what would be good to do as we go along. So that's what we're following, that kind of 3-point plan.
He indicated that the stained glass was probably here when St. Mary's was built. What's the history? How far back do you go?
That's 1929, and it's an amazing church. Those folks here in Hudson and elsewhere, I'm sure they've been in, and we do keep the church open during the day for prayer. If people want to come and just enjoy looking around, they're very welcome to do that. But it goes all that way back, and it's remarkable when you think about it. The Depression hitting and everything else, and yet folks built this amazing building, and the stained glass, but the marble, the stone, everything. It's incredible, really.
We're giving away desks.
Why?
Well, we found a need in the community for students who are learning virtually at home, that they needed a special place to do their learning from home, and we found this need, and we decided that we wanted to help support our students that are working from home.
If you pop your trunk, I could get the desk and art supplies and a book to you guys.
Wonderful.
Okay.
And I got perfect. So I have some earbuds for the student. Can you pass those over? And this is going to be a sticker for your new desk. Okay. How about some books?
How are they working from home without a desk?
So exactly. So we put up a program and we donated 100 desks, and it's called our Got Desks program. So we have we put it out to all of the virtual learners in the district, and they applied for them, so they're getting a desk, earbuds, school supplies that were donated by Staples, and books from the Hudson Children's Book Festival.
Okay, great. All right, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll take that from you. Thank you.
You take that.
Okay.
And who's got the?
You don't need to come out. We'll put everything in the car for you if you want to pop the trunk.
Yeah.
So I just need the student's name,
Shalani.
your name, and signature.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a question.
What's your question?
So, he's my uncle.
This is a pretty cool thing.
This is wonderful. These desks are great. They're portable. You can take them to another room, or you can fold them up if they're in the way of something, and it gives kids a place to do their work. I mean, we all know how important a sense of place is, and where you work and how you work. We've learned that so much the last months. It makes a huge difference in attitude and in ability to concentrate and focus, and I think this is just a great opportunity for students and for the community and for the literacy group to take their energy that unfortunately couldn't go into the book fair this year, which is one of my favorite events, and rechannel it to something else. So,
Next year.
exactly.
No one ever thought about this desk thing, did they?
No, I think it really came up as students were home, realizing students needed a place to work. Not every home has a desk. They were working on kitchen tables and dining room tables, and we really just, the Children's Book Festival committee really thought that it was a need. They heard it in the community, and they were just great in coming out and supporting the district and supporting our students and families.
Well, the Literacy Fund, Susan Simon and I started the Literacy Fund in 2012. Our main mission then was to get books into the hands of kids going to the Hudson Children's Book Festival. We came up with a Good For coupon. It was good for a book. And over the years, we've given away almost 4,000 coupons for books for the book festival. This year, of course, the book festival didn't happen, and we've pivoted ourselves a little bit. We have in-school programs. Our Thumbs Up Reading program was about reading and reviewing the books of the authors coming. And in the 4 years we did that, I think we have more than 5,000 reviews from kids. Really good. Then we give away scholarship money to kids going to college for their books for the first semester.
No, just read.
Crystal, look at the camera. Look at the camera.
Have been responsible for getting new books for the libraries to improve the quality of the libraries in the schools. We're very proud of our work, but this year, we had to kind of find a new way to have an impact. At our first board meeting in September, Lisa Dolan, who is on our board and is a literacy expert and a 36-year teacher in the Hudson City School District, she mentioned that the virtual learning was really challenging for a lot of parents and kids because there's more than one sibling in the household usually. There's sometimes a dog and babies crying, and it's hard to focus, hard to get them to focus. There's nowhere to study.
life. He's seen the Hudson River get cleaner, and he's seen and caught his fair share of fish. Now, people are shaking their heads over reports that Gabriel spotted a shark in the Hudson River.
Well, when I first seen it, it was lined up kind of toward the lighthouse coming at us. And you could see the fin, but it was just like a point. You couldn't see its side. It was coming at us. Like I showed you in the videos,
Sure.
There's another video where it was coming toward us. And it turned, and as it turned to start heading up the river, that's when I knew right away, this is the shot I was waiting for. And finally I took it, and I came out, told my girlfriend I got it. She was fishing right there in the same spot, and we knew right then and there, this is what we've been seeing the whole time.
Gabriel is no stranger to the shores of the Hudson.
We had the stream behind my house, and at times my dad would sneak down there to go fishing, and finally me and my brother picked it up as we were kids. Yeah.
So I guess you're hooked.
Yeah, we were taking the trips up the Salmon River when we were kids to Lake Ontario. We did a lot of fishing trips with friends, family, relatives. And just, it sticks with you. It don't go away.
And you spend a lot of time here.
Yes, I do. Yes.
How many, in the course of a week, how many times do you think you go fish?
We're here every day after work up until sundown. We are doing this for a reason, because people have this reputation that the Hudson River is so dirty, it's filthy. It's quite the opposite. There's new fish species coming in the river. There's old fish species that were almost dying off, making comebacks, like the sturgeon. You can't go a day sitting down here without seeing one jump now. That's positive. You're also seeing possibly Atlantic salmon sneaking up in here. And now we probably got a bull shark.
DEC, based on his video, says the Gabriel video is that of a dogfish shark. What do you think? How do you feel?
I think that all the people who have seen sharks on the Hudson, there's been reports going back a long time. So if bull sharks are coming up the river, it's nothing that should be shocking. It should be maybe something that's normal that we just haven't noticed.
What have you heard through your sources? Why are they up here?
Because they are actually delivering their young. The females come up the river to deliver their young to get away from predators in the ocean that are going to eat them as soon as they're born. Because what happens is, as soon as a shark gives birth, there's blood. And as soon as that blood goes in the water, predators are right on the prowl. A bull shark is smart. They actually are adapted to come up a river to give birth to their young and then escort them back out into the ocean. And that's basically why they're coming up rivers.
What does this Veterans Day celebration mean to you?
It means a lot. It means a lot.
Tell me.
people that fought and died for us. We got to keep going for them. Means a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is today different?
Well, with this virus, it really makes a damper on everything for the veterans. No parade, no ceremonies down at the park, no reading of the names and everything. So it's a real damper on us.
But the real significance to you is what?
Being here today with the veterans.
I remember all my brothers and sisters in Vietnam that lost their lives. Those of all the veterans. I'm a patriot in my own way, and I love my country. I care mostly about my Constitution and the rights and and the right to exercise them. It's just who I am and what I am.
You said as a kid you came here.
Yes, years ago, the VFW down on Warren Street, the same post, the Columbia County VFW post 1314. We'd always hold the Veterans Day. We're down by the old police station, which is now the Opera House where we formed, and we would march up. I would march up with my father and his uncles and his friends to Rogers Memorial Park on the intersection of Columbia and State Street.
So this is pretty important to you.
Very important. I never missed one, except when I was in the service.
How you doing? Not bad?
And then with the...
Get me into a...
You got the word. No. One more kid. How you doing? You're good. You ready yet?
Detail! Uncover! Chaplain, please recite your prayers.
Almighty God, be with us as we come together this day to pay tribute to those who served and those who are serving in our armed forces. We are grateful for their dedication and commitment to the countless selfless acts they have performed and the sacrifices of their families, so that we may continue to enjoy freedom. We thank you for their service and to their nation, and we thank you for the commitment and service to their families, to their communities, and to the years since they served. We are mindful of the fact that many of the comrades sacrificed their very lives on the fields, on the seas, and in the air where the battles of war were fought. We remember those today in great reverence and thankful giving. We thank you for our great land, our life, our liberty, and for freedom to pursue happiness that constitute the legacy of our fair-borns and ongoing ideals for our public. Continue thy blessing upon us as we continue this ceremony. Amen.
Detail! Present arms! I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
though have served in the past, though that can no longer be with us. Today, we set the example. Today, we lead. We are not forgetting what our orders were. We continue to support our military every day. I'd like to thank the community for your repeated support. Without our communities, we could not flourish. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy a great day.
Thank you, Randy. Veterans Day greetings to all of you, and thank you to all of you who have served and the military families who in their own way serve as well. As you know, at 11 o'clock today, on the 11th day of the 11th month, people around the world gathered to remember veterans and remember the wars, and to vow not to continue to put our veterans at risk and our families at risk, and find a way to have a peaceful direction. But until we get to that point, I want to just thank all of you who continue to support our veterans. As we heard earlier, when veterans come back and transition back from service to the communities, to be part of the communities, that is one of the most challenging times, and it's so important that our VFWs and our American Legions and all of our veterans organizations are supported to be able to continue to do the important work of supporting our returning vets as we have for centuries. Thank you all, and enjoy this day. Let us have a peaceful future, and God bless America. Thank you.
As we conclude this ceremony, we remember again all those who have served and are serving in our armed forces. Today and every day, may we honor our veterans. May we continue to highly esteem those worthy men and women who gave their best and when they were called upon to serve and protect their country. And now, Lord, be gracious and merciful to us, and let us, your good favor and blessings be with each of us. Help us as we seek to live as good citizens and carry out our responsibilities to all honor you. Amen.
It's apocalyptic. It is. It's apocalyptic.
Had a gas station and it's been in 17 floods. It didn't make this one.
Right now, I think mostly shock.
9 years ago, Hurricane Irene devastated this rural Greene County town. The fast high waters toppled mobile homes, washed out streets, and made dozens of Prattsville residents homeless. The Reformed Church, a community centerpiece on Route 23, was filled with mud and debris. It was toxic. Pews were covered with thick mud, and the church's organ was ruined.
Never seen anything like this.
Never. We've had many floods, but never to this extent. We had spring floods, you know, where the snow melt and the ice jams, but never. This is by far the very worst we've ever seen. Today's very important. It gets this instrument where it belongs.
It's been a long haul.
It has been a long haul. I'm very much looking forward to it because when it gets in there, I can hear the instrument. It'll be marvelous sound.
These guys know what they're doing?
They do.
They do. Okay, we're going to wheel it up onto the trailer. This is the exciting part here. And then the same thing here. Take these handles up. And then go slow enough.
If we set that back down.
You know what? Don't do it with your fingers, though.
No.
Because that's how you...
I'm going to let you do that.
You lose them.
We'll just
9 years later, with a lot of hard work and fundraising, a new organ is being brought into the church.
Take it right up there or leave it right here? Oh, we're going to take it right up there. Okay. Not just a preacher, she's a
You haven't done this in a while, have you, Wow?
You're going to get the roll call. I like tools that are already put together. You know what I mean?
When you're back in business, you expect a full house?
Oh yeah, totally. I expect people to want to be here in the space and be excited about gathering together. there's something kind of beautiful about coming back into a space that's been in limbo for so long.
Sure.
Feels good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, I think the one thing we found out through this whole process is that the church is not just a building, it's the people. And, you know, so you continue on and you hope that you can get back in that space eventually. It's been a long road, but we've made it. And, you know, we had the chapel in the back of the parsonage. It's served us very well. So that we still could come together as a group. But it certainly will be nice. It's like coming home, you know.
It means that we're going to have some good music in this church again. I mean, it means the world to me. That's all I can say.
Okay.